Hondo Ohnaka's got the drop on Dooku. We watched Dooku Captured for our Clone Wars Chronological Rewatch, so now it's time to break it all down.
The episode starts with Anakin already imprisoned on Dooku's ship as part of a grand plan to capture him. Obi-Wan sneaks aboard and rescues him, but before they can grab Dooku, he escapes down an adorable little slide. They chase him to the planet Vancor, but again he slips through their fingers. Dooku hitches a ride with Hondo Ohnaka back to his home on Florum, where they take him prisoner, planning to ransom him to the Republic. Obi-Wan and Anakin finally catch up to him, confirming the pirates are telling the truth, and the episode closes as they are given drugged drinks but swap them with nearby pirates.
Before we get into the theme and everything, I just want to try to start, praising the episodes a little more and just saying what we liked about them. And I think my favorite thing from this one is how hard Palpatine was trying to covertly mess up Hondo's plan. Like, once Dooku is captured, you can tell he's just, not having it.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, that hologram could be fake. We can't trust pirates. And then they're like, here's his lightsaber. And
yeah.
They're like, oh, the Jedi are like, that's his lightsaber. And he's like, okay, well, I guess we have to send someone to go deal with this. Send Jar Jar. Like a last-ditch effort to just mess this up.
Yeah. Also, Obi-Wan is great in this episode. He's full of snark and, has his usual Obi-Wan banter, which is always nice.
There's just some great stuff in between him and Anakin. I feel like this is the best they've been in the series so far, where it's just them talking and trying to deal with problems, and it's funny. I think that Obi-Wan's lightsaber was legitimately broken in the cave, but when Anakin's like, can I get a little light? And Obi-Wan keeps turning it off and on. I thought that was on purpose at first, and that's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got some good comedic moments. I mean, I guess that's to be expected when it's Hondo Ohnaka's first episode.
True.
The message of this episode is the winding path to peace is always a worthy one, regardless of how many turns it takes. Or I think that could be more simply said as peace is worth the trouble. It's like the longest fortune cookie they've had so far.
Yeah, we had to pause it.
We write it down as we're watching it so that we can just have that in our minds. And I was like, oh my God, it was so long I couldn't write it down that fast.
Yeah, that's a much easier way of putting it.
And I think that, I don't know, I'm having trouble fitting this episode in with that theme. I don't know that it quite fits, but I'm going to say that, okay, capturing Dooku, the Republic, that would probably ultimately lead to an end of the war and peace.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how the mission starts. Anakin is already on this mission. Obi-Wan joins him. They try to capture him. They can't. They chase him down to the planet. They try to capture him. They can't.
Yeah, it's just one snag after another, over and over.
Yeah, they just can't keep up with him, but they keep pursuing it because ultimately peace is worth the effort.
Yeah, and they know...
Right?
And they know that, this would be a huge win for them if they could pull it off.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, I think that, yes, peace is worth the effort. I just was like, I don't know if they really nailed it with this episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of just, forced this novel of a fortune cookie into it, but still, fun episode.
Yeah, we're gonna run into episodes like this here and again, and just roll with it.
Yeah. Before closing out, let's go over some of the random trivia from the episode. In the original script, Dooku's Solar Sailor was going to be replaced with a Sabayoth starfighter from the 2002 Star Wars Jedi Starfighter video game.
This episode marks the first on-screen appearance of a Gundark, the creature originally mentioned in The Empire Strikes Back.
This is also the very first appearance of Hondo Ohnaka, who continues to appear in Star Wars stories today.
This script originally included 2 Kowakian monkey lizards, twin brothers Plick and Pilf. Only Pilf is seen here, living up to his name by pilfering from Dooku off-screen.
Flying saucer ships have been part of prequel concept art since Episode 1, but Dooku Captured is the first on-screen appearance of one. You can also find those facts on StarWars.com's episode guides, and they're currently doing a chronological rewatch on their website as well if you want to check that out. I'll put a link in the description of all the episodes listed out chronologically, but that's it for today. Next week, we'll cover Season 1, Episode 12, The Gungan General, if you want to watch along. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel,
follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook,
and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.